Unleash your ideas. Like and subscribe. Unleash your ideas. Like and subscribe. Yeah, yeah. Got a spark in your soul, time to set it free. From your heart to the world.
Hey. Okay, awesome. I love that. Okay, so that's my new intro. You know, I'm loving the new intro, right? Really, really, really love it. Oh, wait. Hold on. I gotta pause. Give me 1 second. I gotta find where I'm at. Okay, I found where I'm at. I'm like, why do I hear myself again? Oh my God. How y'all doing tonight? I'm so excited because, I'm still doing this 90-day lock-in, and you all are a part of this 90-day lock-in I got going on. And so I just first want to welcome you for being here. This 90-day lock-in challenge is so important to me that I started doing some of the things that I wanted to share with you all to like show you how easy you could do it. And then some of the things that I was doing like started to fall apart. I was really, really, really in my feelings over the weekend. But again, the 90-day lock-in is about doing something you're uncomfortable with so that you can see the next version of yourself. And I think it's important that I share my good stuff and my bad stuff with you, like the things that aren't going well, the things that are going well, so that you can see that sometimes it takes sweat, blood, and tears to get to the place that you actually want to be. Because like most people, they show up like believing or showing or acting like everything is perfect, and that how they got there miraculously, just like ding, I made it, without any type of struggle, any type of pain, any type of up, any types of downs or anything like that. And it's always, something like that going on. And so I'm showing up with the good, the bad, the indifferent. This weekend, my system crashed. So I don't know if you tried to get on. If you did, we have a redirect issue that we're trying to work through right now. So you might not be able to log into your challenge because I can't log into mine. So if you can log into yours, you're doing better than me right now. But we are troubleshooting, getting that back up. And hopefully we'll have everything back up by the time we go live tomorrow. So I want to just give you heads up on that part. I was kind of disappointed because I was hoping that everything's gonna be together, but I have a presentation for you today because I like to come prepared. And since I'm in the space of helping people to unleash their ideas, because I'm unleashing my ideas and I'm doing it in the most amazing way throughout this 90-day lock-in, I wanted to share some things with you and piggyback off of what we were talking about on Thursday of last week when we got into, I think it was Thursday or Friday, when we got into 7 AI streams of income that you can create right now. And so that's what I want to talk to you about today. I want to piggyback on that and get into, how you can start building your AI like a pro. You got to be prepared that things aren't going to always work exactly the way you want them to work, but you have to push for them. You got to push so that you can get the outcome that you want, right? So I'm going to share my screen in a minute. If this is your first time here, my name is Dee Williams. And these days I'm helping people unleash their ideas, right? So a lot of people know me for helping people set up their staffing businesses. I've helped set up hundreds of staffing agencies across the globe over the last 10, 15 years. And so that's my specialty. However, I've had a side job throughout that time, and I help people set up other types of businesses. So I work with restaurants, in the hospitality space. I've worked with schools. I've worked with the government. I've worked with just like a lot of different other people. And coaches and, consulting firms, mortgage, real estate, all of that. And these days I've been just helping people unleash their ideas, figure out how can I take my idea, how can I take the knowledge that I have and what have you, and bring it to something real, something that is going to be sustainable for me and my family. If you started a staffing business, I feel like you should keep your staffing business no matter what. And that should be your legacy money, because staffing sometimes takes a while to like pop off the way you want it to if you don't have a full team in play, right? But you can have other ideas or other things that you're doing to further support that staffing agency, to enhance that staffing agency, and it still be things that you're into. So like if you're into coaching and training, you can add that to your staffing business, and that can be an additional line of business. If you're into consulting, if you're into building technology, if you're into, you know, all of those marketing, branding, you can incorporate those things into your legacy business, or create smaller subset businesses that will ultimately support your legacy business now or tomorrow. I know I might be going over some of your heads, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to step back just a little bit. If this is your first time here, I'm Dee. I'm going to say that again. I'm Dee Williams. So welcome. I know everybody doesn't know me on TikTok. I want to say, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. And welcome everybody on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. I miss y'all. I love y'all. Thank you for your support. So before I share my screen, and I'm about to share my screen, 90-day lock-in. I hope you are locking in just like I am. I hope it's not a game for you, just like it's not a game for me. That's very important. Just because we're not talking every day doesn't mean that you're not committing to the lock-in. You should be committing to the lock-in and focusing on the things that, you know, focusing on, you know, moving towards the better version of yourself. Hey, Nelly. I want y'all to do me a favor, like, subscribe this video, share this video with someone who you feel like it might be beneficial for, you know, if they're locking in, if they want to lock in. Like, you're looking to connect with people who are focused and like, you know what, I'm not doing this no more. I'm doing this now. And this is going to be my focus. That's who I'm looking to connect with. Okay. Hopefully entrepreneurs, you know, because I'm an entrepreneur, and I like helping entrepreneurs, but I'm looking to connect with people who are ready to just lock in, focus on a goal, and see a different version of themselves. Like, I'm almost 30 days in, no alcohol. Oh my gosh. And Wednesday is the day that I can like start drinking again, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. I think like while I'm going through this 90-day challenge, I'm going to stick it out like the whole 90 days and not do any alcohol whatsoever, and just kind of take a break and just detox. You know, what do you think? What are y'all doing? I don't know what y'all are doing for your 90-day lock-in. I also want to lose a couple of pounds. But most importantly, I want to get my tech products like out and working in the hands of people beyond my clients. Right now, my clients are the people that are on my tech platforms, because I build my products that are specific to help them solve those problems. But I want my tech products to go more mainstream, because I feel like they can help more people. So I'm locked in over these next 90 days. I'm focused on my goal and my dream. And I'm looking to connect with other people who are on the same journey. Okay. So that's where I'm at with this. And this channel, that's what we're talking about. That's all I'm talking about, to be honest with you. And so let me share. Let me share my screen here. On TikTok, you're not gonna be able to see my screen. You got to come over to YouTube, my YouTube channel, which is Dee Williams. Just Dee Williams. You can type in Dee Williams Staffing. You'll find me there too, but just Dee Williams. And then you can be able to see everything live. It's your Dee Williams on Facebook. And I'm also on LinkedIn as well. So where's my PowerPoint? I always go through this every week. PowerPoint, where are you? Oh, I got some cool new itch for y'all too. Okay, so hold on, let me share. Let's put this right here. Okay. Sha. Okay. Okay, so I think you can see my presentation. Okay. And let me move her over here. And then let's see if y'all can see. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. All right. Now, I've put this. Hey, create a PowerPoint. Oh, I create create AI like a pro. That's what we are talking about tonight. And oh, I'm loud. Okay, great. I want to make sure I can see what y'all see too. Okay. And I'm really excited because this is kind of part 2 to what we did last week. And I feel like you'll find it to be very beneficial. You put your comments and everything in the chat box. And just know that if it gets hot, I'm going to be pulling my little money fan out. Let me put it over here. I'll be pulling my little money fan out to cool me off. Woo! This thing is so nice. Okay. So just know that's where we are today. All right. So we're talking about creating AI like a pro, how to turn your ideas into a real AI app, a real software based on your knowledge, your skills, based on your expertise, things you already know, or a problem that you can solve. If you can think it, you can plan it, you can build it, and you're going to do all of that with D. Williams. Now listen, everybody's talking about AI, but who's actually building AI? Right? Most people are watching from the sidelines. You don't need to be a coder to create something powerful either, right? But tonight, I want you to be able to pick your idea and to map out your first plan on how you're going to, like, what software you're going to create for your AI, right? So no matter what type of business you have, no matter what you have going on. And that's what this presentation is going to show you tonight. You can create something that's going to be beneficial for you and your customers and or, the people that you are looking to support. Okay. So hold on. Let me get my little clicker here. My PowerPoint clicker. She ain't clicking right. Hold on. All right. The future belongs to creators who build with AI. Okay. The future belongs to creators who build with AI. Every career and business is being reshaped by AI today. Okay. Early adopters are turning ideas into 10K a month empires plus 10K, 20K, 30K, 100K, 50, literally multi-million-dollar companies. That plus, if you can see a problem, then you can build the solution. And so I want to introduce you to what we consider to be a big money moment. Okay. A big money moment is when you're introducing the idea of money in a certain type of way. So today, the big money moment that we're introducing is called MRR, monthly recurring revenue. Okay. This is a very, very big money moment. So much. Hold on one second. I know my presentation moves so much. I put together a little song for you. Y'all know I'm always doing something. I put together a little song for you when you start feeling the vibe of a big money moment. I'm gonna let you hear. Hold on. Yeah. Let me see if it'll play.
Yeah. Money making money, money making money. Yeah. Money making money making money. I got money making money making money. I got money making money. I'm self-made, fired up, running the show. Turn my vision into power, watch the streams grow.
Okay.
Every move is a step, stacking legacy blocks. Now my money's making money, ticking like a clock.
Y'all got my money shirt on. I got my money music. I got my money shirt on. Okay. Listen, we fired up tonight. Okay. So our big money moment tonight is MRR. We're introducing monthly recurring revenue. Monthly recurring revenue, MRR, is something you do not want to forget. It's something you want to think about all the time, in the morning and night, when you are shopping, when you are eating, you want to think about monthly recurring revenue and how much monthly recurring revenue can I generate this month. Okay. Now, some of you are on this 90-day lock-in challenge with me. You're like, D, I'm just trying to get to 10K a month. Some of you're trying to get to 100K a month. Some of you trying to get to $1 million a month. I don't know what your goal is. I don't know where you are, but this 90-day lock-in is about you getting from whatever point you're at now to the next point in time of where you want to be. Now, let's just piggyback on what we learned last week when we were together. AI is your creative partner, not your competition. And we covered 7 profitable AI business ideas for you to start right now, with the first one being AI learning and development program building, how you can go out and build your own learning and development program for organizations, and you can charge them $2,000, $4,000, $5,000 per month. You have 2, 3, 4, 5 clients. You've hit your 10K per month with ease. We won't get into that today. Go back and watch the video from last week where we dived into the numbers for each of those business models. But the next one that we spoke about was a done-for-you AI automation agency. And the AI automation agency is for you to go in and automate specific things using AI in organizations. Most companies are going to automate everything at some point. We're just on the starting point, on the cutting edge. Your job is to go in and see what needs to be automated in the organization. And then you go in and put those automation pieces together and you implement them for the organization, and you charge the organization a monthly fee for that. Okay. And then you make your money off of that. You get 5 or 10 of those clients. You've made your 10K a month, 20K, 100K, whatever on the back end, however it needs to be done. Another business model we spoke about was AI personal brand builder, right? Going in and building different softwares with the AI to help expand or enhance a company and or a person's brand, right? And charging them monthly for that. We talked about AI funnel builders, building funnels for people using AI and letting AI run that automation. We talked about AI virtual assistant business, because you know good and well every organization out here needs an assistant, whether it's a VA from overseas or somebody that's sitting here working directly with them. You know that they can utilize that. And if you understand how to build software that'll allow it to become a portion of that VA's responsibilities, right? Then you only need one VA to manage a whole bunch of other VAs, and you're the manager of that VA. And now you have a VA service ran through some type of AI automation with very few humans. I'm just giving you ideas so you can kind of see how you can do this. Another thing we talked about was AI sales consultant. You can also be an AI recruiting consulting. A lot of my consultants have staffing agencies. What, don't you need to find talent faster? Couldn't you implement some type of AI software that you could charge extra for that will help find talent faster, bigger, better than the next agency? Just giving you that small, or you could build your own sales consultancy where you're running sales teams for companies using AI to help you generate leads for those sales teams and have those sales teams running business for you. Come on with it. Like, get creative with it. There's so much you can do with this. You could finally, the thing that I want to talk to y'all about is building your own SaaS product, like a micro AI product, finding a problem that someone might be having. So let's say I'm running my own practice of some sort, right? And I've noticed all the time that my clients keep consistently experiencing this one thing over and over and over again, so much that I'm like repeating it. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so daunting. Maybe that needs to go into some type of AI software. And now you don't have to repeat it anymore. It's like you give the abridged version and then you send them into the software. But let's take it a step further, because this could be an upsell in your business. Not only now are they going in there for the information, which they may be going in there for free, but maybe you're understanding from a business perspective, if they would only do this, they would not have to experience that anymore. You could develop that into the AI software. Step 1, do this. What are your results? Step 2, do that. What are, like, actually tracking what's happening, with those individuals. You could really reshape the way your business model is being delivered by utilizing AI and implementing an AI software in your business model. A great example of that, and I just gave you somewhat of an example, but I'm doing that currently in my business, where I have a whole group of entrepreneurs who have a product, but selling that product is challenging for them, which is totally different from the example that I gave in the practice. I'm giving you practical examples. But in this example, I have a group of entrepreneurs who have a product, but they don't do well with executing on selling that product. So I created a platform that will support them in creating the compliance structure and the structure around hiring with ease, so that they can go in and hire those people and actually sell the product that they have. So now they're getting the coaching and understanding how to put the business together, and now they're able to sell it with much more easier than doing it on their own, right? So I just created a software that would support that. And as I'm talking to them every day, it shapes the way the software moves. Not in a fluid way per se, but it gives more meaning to what each thing that's happening in the software is doing. It gives it more meaning because it's specific to the people who need to use it right now. It's very custom. It increases the value of your business, right? It allows you to not only now have this asset that's technology, but you can build other service models around this technology that you're also billing out monthly. It's actually beautiful. That's why I wanted to teach you about MRR, monthly recurring revenue, because with the software, you're going to bill out monthly, but you can build on top and around that software as well. Okay. Like it gets good. Okay. I just got really fired up. I actually too soon told you too much too soon. But so yes, so we talked about all of those things last week. Definitely go check out my YouTube video. I want to remind you that you can turn just about anything into a tool using AI. You can create your own service-based AI business, solving a problem, being a solution through some type of AI app or software. You can definitely do this. Now, there are 4 paths to building an app or software with AI. And I want you to think about where you're going to go to find your first idea, right? So is it going to be based on the work that you already do? Is it going to be based on a network that needs a solution? Meaning you have a network of people. I know a group of these people that are dealing with the same situation and have these same problems. That's a network that needs a solution. The work that you already do is, I am a doctor and my patients are stubborn and won't read the instructions and won't take their medicine on time every day, and they won't listen to me. So I'm going to create a solution for that, right? If I have a network of people, I have a network of recruiters who need jobs, I'm going to create a solution for that. So that's based on a network. Then you have based on a problem that needs solving. So maybe you don't have a network, but you see a problem that needs to be solved. You can do that. And then it can be also based on entertainment and creativity. If people love something, like I'm an anime lover, anything you got to sell me related to One Piece, I'm buying it. I can tell you that right now. So it don't have to be business related all the time. It could just be something that you genuinely, that's creative and that you genuinely enjoying. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so yes, all right, great. So we got a little bit more time. My client just canceled. So perfect. I can relax a little bit. So my question to you is, which one feels most natural to you right now? Would you prefer, hey Ashton, I'm glad you're here, Ashton. So would you build a software based on the work that you already do? Would you build the software based on a network that you already have and you see a constant problem, like, oh, I know I can solve that solution? Are you going to build something based on a problem that you know that needs to be solved? Or is it based on something like entertainment, creativity? That's really the first question you want to answer. And I would say, if you're a business owner, you want to do something for your business, like right off the gate. Now, that's not to say you can't do something entertainment or whatever like that, but I would just say that would probably benefit you in your lifestyle more than anything right now. And then once you get the hang of it and you start getting people on there and users, and you see that it's very, I would say easy, but easy. It's a low barrier of entry at this moment. I think we don't have a lot of time, but it is right now. You'll see that you can do another one that would fit your needs in other areas. So don't miss out on that. Now, I want you to put together a little worksheet. I didn't do one for you because we actually have it in our software that is not working right now. But it's brainstorm time. And you got to figure out, like, who am I? What's my problem? My audience, specifically. And what can I create that's going to help these people? And that's really got to be your big thing. It's like, who am I looking to help? What type of problem do they have? And what kind of app can I create? Now, when I did my AI class last, like 3 or 4 months ago, I did an AI class. We had 9 entrepreneurs. They're my staffingpreneurs. They all created their own software. I think almost all of them have launched their software now, or it has at least been completed and they're pending launching. And all of them did it based on their business model. Most of my clients in that particular class were either in healthcare or in like tech, in some type of tech field. And they were really looking at, okay, what's happening right now in my office or in my workspace or in my, my industry, and how can I fix it? So somebody was fixing like a cybersecurity, did some type of cybersecurity app. One young lady, she was a nurse. She was doing some type of charting app. So everybody kind of had something different, to be honest with you. And even if they had a similar idea, the way the idea came out was different because each of them have had different experiences with technology and different experience in their office settings. And so they're like, things should be done this way. So now, of course, it's up to them to go out and sell that technology and to get users. And we've got an answer for that too, but that's not what today's conversation is about. But today's conversation is about you figuring out, okay, what am I going to do? Okay, I got an idea, or I don't yet have an idea, but I want to have an idea. And I need to figure out what my idea is going to be based on either what I know, the work that I do, what have you, and what problem am I going to solve. And I would say the more creative you are, the better, because that means it's going to be custom. And that's the future. It's like custom technology that many people are experiencing similar pain. So like, if your business, you're seeing the same things over and over again with your people, other companies are probably experiencing the same thing, which means they will be willing to sell your software, which means you could sell your software in different ways. You could sell it to companies and to consumers, B2B, B2C. But don't get me excited. Don't get me excited, because I start seeing dollar signs. Y'all know I start pulling my little money fan out. And I'm like, thinking about the money. Y'all already know how I do. So don't get me excited like that, okay? So that's what I want you to think about. Okay, what problem you're going to solve. That's very, very important. Okay, so I want you to write it out. Go and chat GPT. You can also ask me questions. I don't mind answering at all to help out. Now, before you build it, every great app starts with a plan. In software development, this is called a product requirements document. We call it a PRD, or it could be like a blueprint. But tonight, we're just going to call it like your AI build plan. But in everything you do, you got to have a plan, right? And when you put this plan together, you're going to do it in 4 steps. Very easy, 4 easy steps, okay? What's the purpose? What problem does it solve? That's the first thing you got to ask. Number 2, how is it going to work? You got to fill it out, write it down. What problem does it solve? How is it going to work? Okay. Then the profit, who pays and how? See, I told you that earlier. You could have 2 people, you could have 3 people. Like my platform, Pitch Close AI, my platform has so many different ways that people can sign up. So everybody signs up for free in the beginning, but if they want to continue to use the platform at an extended rate, then they would upgrade, right, to a paid program. But you have candidates or contractors, rather, you have employers, you have agency owners, franchise owners. So you have 4 different users that are making payments on the platform. And then that's just your monthly fee. And then there are also upgrades, right? Once they get in. So that really turns this into, something like build it once, get paid every month, right? Man, that's what it turns into. Build it once, get paid every month. This is where I feel like your real freedom starts, and it's not with random one-time sales, but it's with a level of consistency and predictable income. And that's something that I feel like we're typically missing, right? We're fighting for that next client, clawing for that next client, but don't have that consistent, predictable, what I would consider to be passive income, right? And so monthly recurring revenue allows you to do that. It's what turns your app or your software into an asset instead of just a hustle. And I know you want more than that. And the cool thing is you build it once, you sell it forever, and you make some magic happen. You sell it through subscriptions, through memberships, through retainers, through software access or AI tool usage. You sell it through community or coaching access. Like, you literally build. Your goal is you're not just building an app, but you're building an empire around that app. I mean, look at what Google has done. Look at what OpenAI is attempting to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how companies, they start off small. Look what Amazon did. Amazon, you can buy a car on Amazon. Did you know that? You can buy a car on Amazon. You can get your prescriptions filled on Amazon. Like, that's crazy. They started out as a bookstore. Okay? Just perspective. Just saying, perspective. So, like, you start off with one problem, one market, just like I talk about in staffing, and then you expand your empire in that way. And if you already have a business right now, you start with that business and you see what technology you can build to support that business today, and that will expand your income pretty quickly. Remember, MRR is monthly recurring revenue. If you can create something that delivers value automatically, you can create recurring revenue automatically. And the thing is, a lot of people out here, and I don't know if this is a lot of people, I make that number up, but what I will say is I watch YouTube mainly. I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube and anime. And when I watch the videos, they make it seem like a lot of people are getting laid off through the government. I don't know if that's true or not. I heard that there was a massive exodus of Black women in the workforce. I've heard so many different stories. I don't know what's real, what's true. I don't know what's propaganda, what's not. But what I will say is this. When I am a tech geek and I am constantly on webinars and at events, and I'm showing up to these conversations about AI and technology, and everyone where we are right now, I don't feel like the world's going to look out like this in the next 5 years. And you're either going to be someone who's impacted by AI or that is creating impact with AI. And you've got to define what side of the spectrum you're going to be on. Most people are sitting back and getting comfortable. And they're like, the internet came, we're all still here fine, right? We'll be fine with AI. But there are people out here that are working very hard to turn AI into something so much more. And we have zero control of that. And so it's like, if you want to put yourself in a position to not be impacted by AI, but to create impact using AI, you've got to start building with it now. And you can just start with your market, right? That's the first place to actually start, with something that you're currently doing right now. And then you can build it out into something totally different, but you don't have a big window of time. It's not, I wouldn't feel like a lot of people are out here doing it, because there are a lot of people who are building with AI, but they're not actually executing, just like any other business model. It's only for a certain group of people who have the vision, who can see the problem and have the tenacity to see it all the way through, so that they can get to the recurring monthly revenue and to experience that. Once they do, and all it takes is a few people to get onto the app, and then you'll see they'll start telling other people, and they'll start to grow and expand, and you never know what God has put in your life and in your hands. But you'll never know until you step out there and try. And I've been encouraging my staffingpreneurs to add some type of AI software to their business for the past year. And I'm going harder now. I'm telling you, whatever business you have an AI solution or technology that you either want to build or you want to hire a company to build for you. We worked on a app for a young lady who is building a tutoring app for one of the educational school systems. So we built one for her, right? So not plugging, but I'm just saying, like, you got to figure it out. And I'm teaching classes on how to show you how to go in and build it, because I feel like if you know how to fish, then you can go out there and build many, many more things when you understand how to do it and what's involved in doing it. It's not as hard or as crazy as building a staffing agency, but it does take a little bit of work, and it's not as easy as what you see on the YouTube video when somebody says just throw a prompt in and it's going to kick a software out. Why it will do that, you're going to realize you missed a lot of things. That's why I gave y'all the plan tonight. The plan was all of those different things you got to do that you want to actually put into the thing with the prompt so that it knows exactly what's being built and understand all the different layers that needs to be built. Because when you're talking about software, there are layers. Are you building it just for you to use? Are you building it with people on and that's coming onto the platform as users to use? Are you building it, for organizations? And I'm talking about large organizations, like we call them enterprise organizations with 10,000 users, 100,000 users, 500,000 users. Are you building it that way? Does it need to be secure? Is it going to be in healthcare? Is it going to be in IT? It's going to be like so many things that have to be answered before you start putting it into any type of software. You've got to have a plan. And that's what we do in our classes. That's what we do in our workshops. We actually help you build out your idea, whatever it is. We help you take it, flesh it out, build out that plan, and then build out the perfect prompt that goes in, and then allow AI to start building it out. And then once it does that, you're going to get excited. You're going to get turned on. But that's just the starting point. There's still more things that have to happen, and things are going to break. And you're going to be like, D, I thought you said it. I said, wait a minute. There are other things you got to do. And so then you're going to start breaking things apart and putting pieces together and really start to become a builder, a creator, a coder of whatever the solution is that you want to provide and or offer to your market. And it's going to become very orgasmic, and it's going to feel very meaningful. And when you can take your first payment, you're going to be fired up. You get your first set of users on there who you're going to probably give it to them for free, at least for a couple of months, if not lifetime, just so that you can have their input. Right. You're going to love it. It's going to feel phenomenal, the energy of it. And you're going to want to tell people, and you're going to want to continue to grow. So we're going to have a live workshop next month. It's going to be live here in Los Angeles. We have 25 tickets. I haven't put the marketing out just yet. I think it'll go out Wednesday or Thursday of this week. We also have virtual tickets that you can join online, but we only doing 25 because I work really hands-on with people, actually. And so too many people, I won't be able to give feedback and different things like that. So it is a hybrid workshop. And it's for people who are serious, who are like, I got this idea. I know I can do something with it. I want somebody to help me structure it out. You can do it on your own. You don't have to come to the workshop. You can just go in the chat and have him help you figure it out. But I guarantee you're going to be all over the place, because I tried that in the beginning. I definitely did. I was like, I don't need none of these people. I already know. And, a couple of failures in, I was like, let me figure out what the process is. And then you realize, there is a process. And it's not just as simple as just throwing it in there. And then you start creating systems around these processes, and then you start to do it over and over and over again, and you start to see what works and what fails, and what you want to do first and what you want to do second, what you want to make sure that they have, and different things like that. And so that's what the workshop is about. It's about one, hey Stevie, how you doing? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. It's more about like you getting in your mindset. Like some people do well when they have coaching, when they're guided, right? They have the idea, they'll just sit on the idea forever and not actually implement the idea. But my workshops are doing workshops. I don't do any workshops where you just sitting there listening, taking notes. Unfortunately, if that's what you're looking for, I'm probably not the right one. My workshops, you got to come with your laptop and your pen and paper. You're going to be running through that thing. You might need a second one. I typically provide a notebook for you because you're going to be writing so much and you're going to be sketching so much. So my workshops are very, very hands-on. You go in with an idea, you come out with a physical product. As far as you allow yourself to go, right? So everybody kind of moves at their own pace, but most people actually come out with something real. And it's exciting. So first, if you want to come to LA, get your tickets ready, okay? Because it's beautiful right out here right now, and the weather is amazing. And it will be next month as well. It'll be a great trip. Put your family in a hotel, okay? And then you come to class and get your life. And then y'all stay for an extra day after, because our workshop is typically like a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then you stay, or is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you stay an extra day or whatever the case may be. But we have a lot of activities that we'll do around the work that you're doing. But this is not a fun day. Let me just tell you, or fun days. We're literally building. Day one, you're planning. Y'all know how I do them. Y'all, if you've been to any of my workshops, we're putting the plan together, and I'm helping you to start that plan now. That's why I'm doing these lives with you, because I want you to start getting your mind right about what you want your recurring monthly revenue to be, your MRR, what type of product you want to build, right? Who you want to build it for, what type of problem are you looking to solve? And again, I'm looking for the most creative problems that you can solve if you're in the biz of your work today, whether you own a business or whether you go to work every day. Because if you go to work every day and you can see where this is stupid the way we're doing this, we should be doing it this, and this more effective. You could build that out in a technology and then sell that back to the organization that you're working for. It can change your life immediately. That has happened to a number of people. So there are no limits to what you can do with AI. It's more about you figuring out what the problem is and how can you get AI to solve it. And I'm just telling you, whatever it is, it can be done. So now I got this 90-day challenge. I was sitting there putting these spreadsheets together for y'all. I was like, wait, I need to put this in the AI. Next thing you know, we got a 90-day challenge up. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you can go in and track your steps over the next 90 days. Like, I want you to think like that. Everything can be enhanced, created, solved, whatever. I won't say everything, but pretty much everything. With some form of AI technology, and that's where I want your mind at. So I want you to start thinking about like your goal, right? How many users do you want to have? You know, how many people are going to use your app in the first 90 days? I set a goal of 5 because my app is Pitch Closed AI and .com, FYI, no plug. But it's such like you're helping people build sales programs and hire salespeople. That's not like your average. It's not just like going to Indeed and posting a job, although you can go there and post a job and go through the hiring process. But it's really to help companies build a sales program. It's really for small, mid-sized companies, but larger companies can use it too. But to build a sales program so that they can go in and hire 1099 salespeople. And once they hire them, they can automatically, through the platform, onboard them. Once they're onboarded, the training will automatically start. They can go through the training. After they complete the training and they pass the assessments, then they can go in and actually start selling on behalf of your business. You can go in and track that as well. It is literally everything that they need in order to scale their business, right? And you know, that program was a 50K program, still 50K program that I sell to scale someone's business. But now, instead of having to do everything manually, we have the technology. And so now we implement the technology. I've even lowered the cost a little bit because the technology does make it a lot easier, and they are now paying for it through the technology. But what we do is now say, hey, we can bring somebody on from our staff to manage the salespeople for you. So you can go and sit on the beach and hang out with your friends and all of that. Can I see you? No, I can't see you. While our team, you know, manages that. So we learned that you maneuver your business model in a way that that is a little bit more manageable. We have AI, you know, that does things. We have humans that do things. And it's all about how you set your business up. So I want you to go in and define who your first users are. Like, so I said I had 5 was my goal to start off with. Yours might be 25, 50, or 100, depending on how many users you have. If you have a practice, you got 50, people, clients, then all 50 might be your first set of users. And then you might want to take it out to other practices and or come to Pitch Close, build your sales team to sell the platform to other practices, and now you've got revenue coming in from not just your B2B, your customers, but also other practices. And now you've got some serious MRR up under your belt. Hello. Listen, I got hot right there. Let me put my little money fan out. Is this it? Let me put my little money fan out. Oh yeah, honey. I seriously, I don't know if I'm aging. I know for real, I be getting hot these days. I don't know if that's because I'm aging. I don't want to say that out loud because I feel like I still am really young, but you know. But that's what I wanted to talk to y'all tonight. And I want y'all to build your AI with me, right? We're going to go through the live workshop. Like, I'm not ready to sell the workshop just yet. I'm just letting you know that the live event, the trailer, is going to come out this week. The link for you to go and sign up is going to come out this week. All of that stuff is coming out this week. So be ready and be prepared. Tap a friend and be like, okay, we going to LA for these workshops, or I'm not going to be able to go to LA, but I'm definitely going to do the live event. And we want to get your early bird tickets once we go live with it. I'm excited for you to be there with me. I'm excited for you to be in person with me. And just so y'all know, the live event we're doing in LA is going to be in an art gallery. So kind of different, kind of snazzy. So it's going to be very, very cool in the way that we have it set up for you to actually start building out. Just bring your laptop and be ready, because you will be sketching, you in the art gallery, building out your AI app. It's going to be so cool. Oh my gosh. I'm going to feed you too. You already know. Y'all know if you've ever been to any of my events, you know I kind of do it big. So I'm really excited to impress you all and to have y'all in my world and to be in your world and to help you bring your ideas to life. I hope y'all are fired up tonight. I hope you have given you something to think about until I go live again. I am going live again tomorrow night, just FYI. I'm coming back, I think the same time, if not 30 minutes before. I lost my phone, so I can't tell you. I don't know what but I will be back tomorrow. So I'm teaching again. I have a little bit more I want to teach you. I want to dive into the plan a little bit more detail so that you can start fleshing that plan out and really start to bring your AI app to life. I hope you're fired. I hope you're fired up. That's all I got to say. I mean, we're in a 90-day challenge, and a 90-day challenge is about pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. It's about saying, I'm not going to be comfortable. I'm not going to put my feet up. I'm not going to relax. I'm actually going to do something that makes me feel uncomfortable. It's taking me out of my comfort zone. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I'm not interested in doing it, but I'm going to do it for the betterment of me. I'm going to do it because I want better for me. I'm going to do it because I love me, because my future self is depending on me today to do the things that I need to do so that it, she, he, them, they, however you refer to yourself, can show up tomorrow as that version of yourself you need to be. And that's what I get fired up about, because a lot of times we don't want to invest in ourselves that way. We just want to move on along and just expect things to stay the same, but that's not how things work. And so you're on this 90-day challenge with me. I want you to like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you're on YouTube, TikTok, you want to hang out with me, I will be back tomorrow. And you're going to just keep learning. I love y'all. Have a good night.
Unleash your ideas. Like and subscribe. Unleash your ideas. Like and subscribe. Yeah, yeah. Got a spark in your soul, time to set it free. From your heart to the world, be who you're meant to be. Ideas ain't meant to just sit on the shelf. Bring them to life, be bold, be yourself. No more waiting, now's your chance. Turn that thought into a master plan. Unleash your ideas. Like and subscribe. Unleash your ideas. Like and subscribe. Show the world what you've got inside. Unleash your ideas. Unleash your ideas. You're one thought away from changing the game. One step closer to fortune and fame. Whether big, whether small, just begin. Every empire starts from within. Unleash your ideas. Like and subscribe. Unleash your ideas. Like and subscribe. If you're ready, let's go take a ride. Unleash your ideas. Unleash your ideas.